Hello everyone, welcome back to part 3 and the conclusion of a replay between Myth and We Made Fox Soccer here on Secret Valley right now. We have the Pandurian Brewmaster pushing in. Mountain King is close by. Mountain King still sitting at level 2, not quite level 3. And now those Dryads taking a lot of damage from those Mortar Teams. Mortar Teams are finally upgraded 1-0. Bolt off on that Pandurian Brewmaster, and once again Myth prematurely trying to escape, losing one Mortar Team in that whole entire... but I think that was actually a fairly decent move, as that Fan of Knives and that Breath of Fire did take down a lot of damage onto those mortar teams. Those mortar teams down to 360 hit points. Spellbreakers are currently upgraded 0-2, so Spellbreakers trying to be that front wall right there, and it kind of works as there are no knights. No bears, nothing that deal normal damage right now besides those huntresses, and those huntresses are just being countered by those mortar teams right now. But that Breath of Fire and that Fan of Knives is the name of the game at this point, as those mortar teams are being taken down so quickly just by the heroes right now. Finally upgrading the castle and getting that level 2 upgrade, so Myth may be able to push in and perhaps try to take down the main base of soccer once again. Entangled Goldmine has been completely entangled, but has no wisp in there, and currently having so many wisp on the tree line right there, so that's a little bit of an interesting move. Archmage on the other hand is currently invisible. Wow, that is a lot of healing. So 3 scrolls of healing, 2 scrolls of regeneration, and now that Mountain King trying to get to level 3. It should be able to get to level 3. No, not going to get to level 3, as it does not want to creep, just trying to look for expansions at this point. Dryads now upgraded 2-2, and do we have the castle yet? No, no castle yet, and the main gold mines have been mined out. Expansions are down to 900. Oh, these are not looking good for Myth, as Myth does not have enough to really, does not have enough gold in that gold mine, and he's not going to be mining from any gold mines in about a minute and 20 seconds, or 10 seconds at this point. Right now, that gold mine down to 800 gold, a single flying machine up in the air. Mortar teams are upgraded 2-0, Spellbreakers upgraded 0-2, casters are at the adept training, and we'll finally see how this game gets underway right now. Still no fragmentation shards, really needs those fragmentation shards. Ogre Lord, Pandurian Brewmaster sitting at level 4, Warden sitting at level 5, no real creeping at this point. Dryads are gonna go over here and heal at the fountain once again. And now Myth just wasting time here. I'm a little bit surprised by that. Wow, 2 scrolls of healing on that Mountain King and 2 scrolls of healing on that Archmage. So a great counter to that Fan of Knives and Breath of Fire. We'll see how that really works out right now, as the Archmage is now moving out to that main base. But I think the game is still going to belong to soccer. Yeah, that Tome of Experience plus is just going to give level 3 Breath of Fire and Django Endurance, or is he going to try to use... I don't know what he's going to be able to get rid of in order to try to pick... He's not going to even pick up that Django Endurance Aura right now. Now trying to take down this Ogre Lord camp right here. Mountain King getting a bolt off on that Ogre Lord. Ogre Lord trying to run back away. Down it goes. Level 3 on that Mountain King. Mountain King picks up a Django Endurance Aura of his own. So the Django Endurance Aura increases the speed attack rate of those mortar teams. So those mortar teams are going to be attacking a little bit faster. So instead of being very slow, they're still just very slow. We have those Spellbreakers now attacking at that average speed. And now let's see what we have here. Dryads now pushing in, and we have that Django Endurance on that Warden. So we have that Pandurian Brewmaster sitting at level 5, Warden sitting at level 5. No real expansions anywhere to be seen at this point. So Myth is definitely in trouble. He needs to figure out a way to try to take down this expansion and try to stop the gold mining right here. Finally, this gold mine is still being mined out right now at this point for the past about 2 minutes, and now those Dryads now coming in. And here comes a bolt. Warden perhaps going to get no, not going to get bolted. We have a Fan of Knives, and now Dryads getting splatted along with those peasants right now. So a lot of splatting coming into play. Fragmentation shards are currently in play. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, Scroll of Healing, Fan of Knives, more Scroll of Healing. So wow, those mortar teams able to heal up a lot of that damage right now. And now we have level 4, I think we had level 4. I thought we had a level, but no. Paladin now currently in play. Pandurian Brewmaster seen at level 5. Dryads and Sorceresses continuing to fight back, and more slow being casted, more Dispel Magic, and really not any additional mortar teams. One additional mortar team being left behind, and that is pretty much it. Mountain King finally at level 3. Paladin sitting at level 1, and now a single scroll of healing on that Archmage. And no scrolls of healing on that Mountain King. We have a Tree of Life currently being built by Soccer. Soccer's Tree of Life most likely going to get cancelled. Is he going to get bolted? Yeah, not bolted. And detonated right now. Warden and of the Soccer really in trouble right now. Soccer sitting at a really small army, sitting at 52 over 90 compared to Myth's 71 over 96. He is mining gold right now from a single gold mine, but I think it's going to be too much to overcome at this point. And right now we have a single mortar team, so that single mortar team is really what's going to be dealing a lot of that damage. If the Pandemonium Brewmaster is able to perhaps save up as most of his units as he can, Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, all those units, but this is not the positioning that he wants right there. And mortar team down to 171 hit points, no Scroll of Healing being used, and this fight's not going to look good. It's going to be GG, and Soccer's now trying to use a Scroll Town Portal to head back out. More mortar teams trying to head back out, Scroll of Healing being used, and now that Tree of Ages is going to be taken down by these 3 mortar teams over here. Right now we have Peasants doing long distance gold mining from this position to that south position right now, and now trying to entangle that gold mine, and that Tree of Ages down to 900 hit points, and Dryad's taking some damage. Is it that Dryad going to be taken down to 4 hit points? Oh, able to use that Moonwall in just a second right now, and now continuing the fight. Those mortar teams really should be focusing down on those Dryads. Really, really bad play right here. Warden may be able to get a Fan of Knives off. That Fan of Knives would take down a lot of those units, and mortar team trying to continue to push away. Staff of Preservation being used. Warden trying to run back away. Warden at 255 hit points, continuing to fight. But right now, Myth is just looking out of position, so we'll see. It really depends on the heroes. This is going to be the most important fight at this point. Dryads continuing to push. Mountain King sitting at level 3, has 75 mana, level 2 on that Paladin right now. Holy Light once again on that mortar team. Mortar team able to stay alive somehow, but there's so many Dryads at this point. Dryads trying to be taken down. Abolish Magic off on that Water Elemental, so level 5, level 3, level 2. Paladin sitting at level 3, Paladin sitting at level 2. Earth, Storm, and Fire being used by Soccer, so Soccer able to push back in, and now perhaps we're going to see an Avatar of Vengeance, and if I see that Avatar into play, that should be game at that point, because that's just 2 ultimates that he has to deal with right now, and Soccer maybe able to just win this off of pure heroes at this point. Trying to take down that Spellbreaker. Down goes that Spellbreaker, and that Archmage at level 5, and Mountain King at level 3, and that Paladin sitting at level 2 has to deal with the Earth, Storm, and Fire of that Pandemonium Brewmaster. Cyclone. Down goes that Paladin, and wow, what a game up until that very, very end right now. With that Paladin gone, the Tri-Hero is just so devastated at this point. Warden getting a Fan of Knives down, taking down an additional Archmage, and Myth says GG. Wow, very, very close game up until that end. 2 minutes before, still couldn't tell who had the advantage. An army of 71 versus 2 level 5 heroes, and ultimately level 6 heroes with Earth, Storm, and Fire. Would have liked to see Avatar of Vengeance, but can't always get what you want. And I hope you guys enjoyed the game. Here are the final scores. Thanks for watching, and thanks for listening.